Welcome to the world of Buick. Automotive transportation that sets new standards of excellence for discriminating car buyers. Buick Motor Division and your Buick dealer appreciate the confidence you have shown in them by your purchase of your new Buick Riviera. And they want to do everything possible to help you become thoroughly familiar with the features that make the Riviera such a pleasure to own and drive. The Riviera is a masterpiece of classic elegance, both inside and out. And in addition to elegance, the interior of Riviera features an ingenious arrangement of controls and instrumentation that puts superior performance at your command, conveniently and quickly. You already know a lot about your Riviera, including how to turn on this cassette player. Nevertheless, take a few minutes before you drive your new Buick to be sure you know the location of all the important controls and how they work. Begin now by fastening the lap shoulder seat belts as you slide into position behind the steering wheel. The seat belts are a very important part of your new Riviera, and like the belts on all Buicks, have an adjustment feature that makes them easy and comfortable to use. Should the shoulder belt feel a bit too snug across your chest, after you are buckled up, pull the belt outward and let it go so that it returns to your chest. Then adjust the belt tension by pulling down about 1 inch. Let go of the belt and the tension will be relieved. But the belt will still provide restraining action in the event of need.
Now, comfortably seated in your Riviera, look at the anti-theft ignition lock on the right side of the steering column. The key with the square head operates this lock. The oval head key operates all other locks on your Riviera. The automatic transmission shift lever is also on the right side of the steering column. This lever allows you to shift into neutral and any one of the operating ranges shown on the instrument panel dial directly underneath the speedometer. Park is at the extreme left of this dial and is obtained by moving the lever up as far as it will go. This position must never be used when the car is moving and is one of only 2 positions in which your Riviera may be started. The other is neutral. R for reverse is next. Always bring the car to a complete stop before shifting into this range. The next position, N for neutral, should be used if the need ever arises to start the engine while the car is still moving. The range indicated by the D within a circle is overdrive, the range to use for most of your normal driving. In this position, the transmission selects the appropriate gear for load and driving conditions, and also shifts automatically into overdrive when the car reaches a cruising speed of about 40 miles per hour. The next D range should be used when you need increased performance, such as on hilly roads or when towing a trailer. This range prevents the transmission from shifting into overdrive and provides increased engine braking. 2 is a low range, for use when driving down a medium grade where you want to reduce your speed without applying the brakes. Shift back to D overdrive when you want to resume your normal speed. 1 or low 1 is for use on very sharp grades, when climbing a steep hill or when driving through deep snow or mud. As with low 2, shift back to D overdrive to resume normal driving speed. Like all Buicks, your 1984 Riviera also has a 4-way warning flasher on the right side of the steering column. Use this flasher in case of an emergency. Push in the button inside the collar. The flasher will work with the ignition on or off. The turn signals, however, do not work when the flasher is on. To turn the flasher off, pull out on the button collar. On the left side of the steering column is a small lever used to operate the tilt steering wheel. While holding the steering wheel with one hand, pull this release lever toward you and move the steering wheel to any one of the 6 positions. Then let go of the lever. If your Riviera has the optional telescoping column, you will find a lever at the top of the steering column. This lever allows you to lengthen or shorten the column within a 2-inch range. Move the lever all the way to the left. Push or pull the steering wheel to the position that suits you and move the lever all the way to the right to lock the column in position. The remaining control on the steering column is a multifunction lever that combines many operations at one convenient location. To use the turn signal function of this lever, move it up to signal a right turn. Signal a left turn by moving the lever down. The signal will stop and the lever will return to horizontal when the turn is completed. When the car's headlamps are on and you want to change from low beam to high beam, or the reverse, simply pull the multifunction lever toward you until you hear a click. Then release it and the beams will change. The switch for electronic cruise control is also located at the end of this lever. Your Riviera's cruise control provides you with all the familiar advantages of convenient operation at a preset speed, plus 2 new features. Notice the RA position. Move the cruise control slider bar to RA and the car will increase speed for as long as you hold the bar, without any need for foot pressure on the accelerator floor pedal. Release the bar and the speed will be set at the new higher speed. Should you change speed for any reason, you may return to the previously set speed, which was stored in cruise control's memory, simply by moving the slider bar to the RA position. Cruise control now also allows you to make slight adjustments in road speed with a new tap-up, tap-down feature. Tap the slider bar to the right against the detent once, and the car's speed will increase approximately 1 mile per hour. Every time you tap the bar to the right again, the speed will increase 1 more mile per hour, up to a maximum increase of 10 miles per hour. To decrease speed in 1 mile per hour increments, tap the set button at the end of the lever. Additional details about electronic cruise control are contained in your owner's manual. The last control on the multifunction lever is for the windshield wiper. For low-speed wiping, turn the band away from you to the first stop. For high-speed wiping, turn the band to the next stop. Turn the band back to off to stop the wipers. For a short wiping cycle, turn the band toward you. The wipers will continue to sweep only as long as you hold the band. When you release it, the wipers will complete 1 cycle and stop. If you have the optional 2-speed wipers with delay, the control varies the wiper speed from about a 16-second delay between sweeps up to the normal low and high speeds. To use the delay feature, turn the band lever to on. Next, turn the wipe delay band away from you to control the amount of delay. The closer the band is to low, the shorter will be the delay, and the wipers will sweep more often. Turn the band to the first stop for steady wiping action. Activate the windshield washer by pushing the paddle at the top of the lever. Now let's look at some other controls and instruments on your Riviera. At your left, on the driver's armrest, is the control panel for the power windows, seat, door locks, and the driver's side outside rear view mirror. Power window, seat, and door lock controls are also located on the passenger side armrest. The switches in the rearmost position on the armrest are for the power windows. Push the switch for the window to be controlled forward to raise the window and to the rear to lower it. None of the power window switches can be operated unless the ignition is in the run or start position. Moving toward the front on the armrest, you will find the switch panel for the power seat. The front control on this panel moves the front of the seat up and down. The center control moves the whole seat backwards and forwards and up and down. The back control moves the back of the front seat up and down. If you have the optional memory seat on your Riviera, the controls for this feature will be located between the switches for the power windows and power seat. The memory seat can be programmed for 2 drivers by first adjusting the 6-way power seat and then setting the memory keys. First, place the transmission shift lever in park. Next, adjust the seat with the power switches and press the key marked Set and the number 1 key to place the seat position in memory. Repeat this procedure for the second seat position, and you can select either of 2 seat positions at the touch of a finger, merely pressing the number 1 or 2 key. The electric seat back recliner option enables you to tilt the seat back automatically about 20 degrees to the rear or 4 degrees forward of its normal position. Pull up on the switch at the outboard side of the seat cushion to tilt the seat back to the rear. Push down to tilt the seat back forward. Continuing forward on the armrest, the next set of controls is for the door locks. Move the switch forward to lock the doors and to the rear to unlock them. If your Riviera is equipped with the automatic door lock option, all doors will lock automatically when the transmission shift lever is moved out of the park position. They unlock when the shift lever is moved into park. Finally, the forward control on this panel is for positioning the driver's side outside rear view mirror, either the standard manually operated mirror or the optional electric powered unit. The optional electric control is a single control switch that adjusts both the left and right outside rear view mirrors. On the instrument panel of your Riviera, you will find that you can see virtually everything at a glance. At the extreme left is the front side window defogger outlet. Immediately to its right is a heat and air conditioning outlet with adjustable vents. Riviera convertibles have the electric top control under this outlet. Move the switch up to raise the top and down to lower it. Next to the heat and air conditioning outlet, just to the left of the steering column, you will notice a vertical panel that contains several indicator lights. The oil choke light is at the top of this panel. This light should glow when the ignition is first turned on. It should go out when the engine is running. If it does not function in this way, refer the condition to your Buick dealer's service department. The volt light is next and will also glow when the ignition switch is turned on. It will continue glowing until the engine reaches 800 revolutions per minute. The third light from the top is for water temperature. It glows when the engine coolant is overheated and indicates that corrective action should be taken immediately. Refer to your owner's manual for possible remedies. The fourth light is a brake system warning light. This light glows briefly during engine starting. If it continues to glow with the ignition on, the parking brake is not fully released. The fasten seatbelts light is next and glows to remind you to fasten your seatbelts. It will remain on from 4 to 8 seconds and works in conjunction with the audible electric tone reminder when you start the engine. The last two lights on the panel are, respectively, the left turn indicator arrow and an optional low fuel signal that indicates you have less than 1/8 of a tank of fuel remaining. Below this indicator panel, you will find the headlamp on-off switch and the location for the optional Twilight Sentinel. Pull out the headlamp switch to turn on your Riviera's exterior lights and the lights for the instrument panel. Rotate the knob to the right to dim the instrument panel lights and to the left to brighten them. The Twilight Sentinel electronically turns on your Riviera's lights as darkness nears and turns them off at daylight. An adjustable shut-off delay also makes the Twilight Sentinel a security light at night when you leave your Riviera. To adjust the Sentinel to a desired shut-off time of up to 3 minutes, turn the knob counterclockwise to any position between automatic and maximum delay. A headlamps on warning chime indicates that the headlamp switch is on in either the parking or headlight position. It chimes only when the ignition switch is in the lock or accessory position. The warning chime may be silenced by dimming the instrument panel lights until they are off and will not sound when the headlights are under Twilight Sentinel control. Now let's look at the cluster of gauges on the instrument panel. In the standard instrument cluster, there are dials for the speedometer, odometer, fuel gauge, and a trip odometer. The trip odometer can be set to 0 when starting on a trip and will record the mileage to your destination. To reset, push in all the way and release. All digits will return to 0. The instrument cluster also contains the headlight's high beam on light and the automatic transmission shift indicator. Other lights are included in the cluster if you have an optional diesel or turbocharged engine. With the optional diesel engine, there is a light that glows as soon as the ignition is turned on and tells you to wait until the light goes out before starting the car. This wait light indicates that the small heating elements called glow plugs are warming the engine's combustion chambers as a starting assist. Also with the diesel engine, there is a light that comes on if there is excessive water in the fuel system. With the optional turbocharged engine, there is a turbo power gauge which graphically displays the turbo boost applied up to 15 pounds per square inch. If your Riviera has the optional digital instrument cluster, speed, fuel level, odometer, and trip odometer readings will be displayed as numbers. Continuing to the right on the instrument panel, you will see a second vertical strip for indicator lights. At the top of this strip is the security light, which glows if you are arming the optional theft deterrent system while the car doors are open. This light signals you to lock the doors and arm the system according to the instructions in the owner's manual. Below this signal is an optional low windshield washer fluid indicator and a light that glows during automatic load level positioning of Rivieras equipped with this option. Next, there is a standard service engine soon signal. This light glows whenever your Riviera's computer analysis of engine mechanical and electronic functions indicates that the engine is not operating as it should. You should plan to take your car to your Buick dealer for service without too long a delay. Continuing down this strip, you will find a right turn arrow indicator, followed by a light that glows when the electronic cruise control is functioning. Directly underneath this indicator strip is the remote control for the standard outside rear view mirror on the passenger side. Farther down the panel and slightly to the left, you will find the electric fuel tank cap release button if you ordered this option. The next components on the instrument panel are the controls for your Riviera's sound system and heater and air conditioner.
The sound system you have selected is one of many available on 1984 Buick Riviera models. The features of these systems vary widely to suit personal tastes and needs. However, there are a number of advantages and controls common to all. For example, all of the stereo systems feature Delco ETR electronically tuned receivers. These advanced receivers electronically tune in stations with pinpoint accuracy and constantly make internal adjustments with the aid of a microprocessor to keep stations from fading away. The result is a radio that tunes in stations precisely and holds them better than is possible with manually tuned sets. Operating controls for these ETR radios include a power on-off button marked PWR and two large knobs. The upper knob controls the volume. In addition, if the radio has a clock and you press this knob while listening to the radio with the ignition on, the station frequency will be displayed in place of the time, or vice versa. With the ignition off, the time will be displayed. A speaker balance control is located behind this upper control knob. Turn it to the right or left to balance the speaker output. The lower knob is a manual tuning control and AM/FM band switch. A front-rear speaker control is behind this knob and may be turned to adjust or fade the sound between the front and rear speakers. The 4-channel selection buttons on ETR radios allow you to preset 8 stations, 4 AM and 4 FM. Preset AM stations by first pressing the manual tuning control AM/FM band switch knob to select the AM band. Then manually tune in an AM station you want to preset. Next, press the Set button and the set indicator light on the dial will light up. Then press one of the 4-channel selection buttons. The set light will go out and the radio will be tuned to the selected station whenever you press that button. Repeat this procedure to preset AM stations on each of the remaining 3 buttons. Then press the band switch knob to select the FM band and preset FM stations of your choice in this same way.
To continue this program, please turn the cassette over to side 2.
The Set button also helps you set the correct time on optional stereo systems with a clock. Press the button and the set indicator light will light. Then press and hold the HR button until the correct hour appears. To set minutes, press and hold the MIN button until the correct minute appears. If your system has the seek and scan option, buttons for these features will replace those for hours and minutes. Press and hold the scan button to set the hour. Press and hold the seek button to set minutes. The Delco Sound Systems section in your owner's manual contains details about all Delco radios and tape players. Read this section of your manual carefully so that you will be able to enjoy your sound system to the fullest.
Below your radio controls, you will find the controls for the heater and air conditioner. The standard climate control unit has a fan blower lever at the left side and 2 levers that operate from side to side. You can vary fan blower motor speed and airflow from low to high by moving the fan lever at the left up or down. The top horizontal lever turns the climate control unit on and enables you to set the air conditioner at maximum, normal, or bi-level and activate vent, heater, and defrost. The lower horizontal lever is the temperature lever and allows you to adjust incoming air temperature anywhere from cold to hot. This climate control unit on Riviera enables you to obtain maximum and normal cooling through the air conditioning outlets. A combination of air from the upper air conditioning outlets and from the lower heater outlets on the bi-level setting, outside air through the air conditioning outlets on the vent setting, warm air on the heater setting, and air directed across the windshield when the setting is on defrost. Notice that the vent and heater settings are in a bracket titled Economy. In this mode, the compressor does not operate, and air temperatures do not go lower than the outside air temperature. And here's a tip about your defroster. In bad weather, run the blower on high for a few moments before moving the selector lever to defrost. This will help remove moisture from the system and minimize fogging caused by moist air blown on the windshield. The optional electronic touch climate control regulates temperature, fan speed, and airflow with a control head that notes the outside temperature, in-car temperature, and temperature settings of your choice. For precise in-car temperature adjustments, there are temperature control panels at each side of the unit. Each time you touch the blue panel at the left, the temperature will adjust downward 1 degree Fahrenheit. Touch the red panel at the right, and the temperature will increase 1 degree. At the bottom of the unit, you will find the mode selection boxes for off, heater, economy, bi-level, and defrost, which produce the same results as their counterparts in the regular climate control air conditioner. You can vary the fan speed for air conditioning with the controls at the center of the unit. Press Auto High, Auto Medium, or Auto Low, and the fan speed and airflow will vary accordingly. For maximum quietness of operation, use Auto Low or Auto Medium, which will shift the blower speed to low when the preset temperature level is achieved. This sophisticated electronic touch climate control system gives you a visual cue if the unit requires servicing. Press any temperature setting or box. If you see a blinking light, press again. If it still blinks, see your Buick dealer. Continuing along the instrument panel, you will notice another adjustable air outlet, and immediately below it, provision for the available rear window defogger. Turn on the defogger switch, and the rear window will heat for about 10 minutes before automatically shutting off. Succeeding cycles will last for about 5 minutes to clear away any vision-obscuring moisture and fog. The last item on the front instrument panel, before the right side heat and air conditioner outlet and side window defogger, is the glove box. Slide the latch to the right, and the lid drops down to reveal the convenient storage space and the optional electric trunk lock release if you requested this option. To operate the trunk lock release, press the button with the ignition in the run position. Inside the glove box, you will find an owner's manual, maintenance schedule, warranty information folder, and other pertinent literature to help you enjoy your new Riviera to the fullest.
During the past few minutes, we have discussed some of the important features of your new Buick Riviera. Of course, there are many more. Functional controls like the emergency brake pedal and pull release handle located under the instrument panel to your left, and the inside hood release in the same vicinity. And convenience features like the reading lamps, lighted vanity mirror, and the ashtray and lighter located at the bottom of the instrument panel. You'll want to know how to use all of these features. They will help you obtain maximum enjoyment and satisfaction from this outstanding achievement in front-wheel drive technology. Buick Riviera, engineered to serve you, built to satisfy you, and delivered by your Buick dealer to make you proud and happy that this Riviera is yours. This message was brought to you by the Buick Motor Division and your Buick dealer, who thank you for your purchase of your new Riviera, and who invite you to listen for more news about Buick and the advantages Buick has to offer for 1984. Buick, heir to a proud tradition of year after year automotive achievements, marks the year of 1984 with a salute to the finest amateur athletes in the world, the 23rd Olympiad, the 1984 Summer Olympic Games to be held in Los Angeles. Buick will be there with the 14,000 men and women from 150 countries who will test themselves and their athletic abilities in a spirit of peace, fair play, and honest competition. Buick is proud to be an official sponsor of the 1984 Olympics and one of the 50 leading business organizations to provide funding for the first Olympics to be staged solely by private enterprise. Buick is also proud and pleased to be designated as the official car of the 1984 Olympics. With the lighting of the flame at Los Angeles, sport's greatest celebration will begin, and Buick will be there, serving the transportation needs of those who make this historic event possible. Buick, the official car of the 1984 Olympic Games, and the car that you are becoming acquainted with right now. It is a car designed with state-of-the-art engineering, appearance, comfort, convenience, and performance efficiency. A car with more reasons than ever before for making the purchase of a 1984 Buick a wise investment. For example, every 1984 Buick model benefits from the new vehicle inspection and delivery process that unites service and sales personnel in an all-out effort to assure your satisfaction with your new Buick purchase. Along with this special delivery procedure, the nationwide network of Buick dealers is dedicated to keeping you satisfied with your Buick for as long as you own it by providing dependable automotive maintenance and service wherever you may be. All of this means that traditional Buick workmanship, wedded to advanced electronics and computer commands, places 1984 Buick models on the leading edge of high technology while paying careful attention to owner concerns for dependable transportation. Examples of Buick's state-of-the-art engineering include the optional ETR AM/FM radio with clock, cassette tape player, and built-in graphic equalizer. This sophisticated advance in sound features a 5-band tone control that enables you to adjust bass, mid-range, and treble, and do it with a visual picture of the settings. For the ultimate in sound reproduction in a Buick, there is the new Delco GM Bose system, available on Rivieras. This premium system is tailored to the interior properties of the car and provides outstanding concert hall sound and presence. Components include the Delco 2000 series electronically tuned AM/FM receiver with cassette tape player and special Bose speakers mounted in the door and rear quarter panels. The system also produces a full 50 watts of audio output per channel and has premium components throughout, including Dolby noise reduction circuits and a manually controlled dynamic noise reduction system. There is even a button that you can press to allow you to play chrome oxide or metallic tapes with their proper reproduction qualities. Buick also pays tribute to performance in 1984 with a series of T-type models that add styling flair and a new dimension in handling and performance characteristics. Examples like these underscore Buick's commitment to excellence, which has received new emphasis in 1984. This is a commitment that demonstrates itself in every model in the 1984 Buick line.
Buick Skyhawk takes its place in the impressive 1984 Buick lineup as a small, stylish, and practical-to-operate car. With front-wheel drive and aerodynamic lines, Skyhawk's youthful appearance, quality, dependability, workmanship, handling, and maneuverability add up to big Buick value in a small package. Options such as a 5-speed manual transmission and a turbocharged engine allow Skyhawk to be adjusted to nearly any performance requirement. And there is a Skyhawk station wagon in addition to the coupe and sedan. For young families and anyone who wants style and comfort in a new car, there is the 1984 Skylark. Skylark is the Buick that delivers style, value, and practicality, as well as traditional Buick comfort and luxury, with a wide variety of standard and optional features. Skylark shows Buick's continuing commitment to excellence and is available in both coupe and sedan models in 1984. Century shows another side of Buick excellence. Innovative engineering that uses computers and robotic welders for assembly procedures to produce the shape and performance of today and tomorrow. The result is quality manufacturing and careful attention to details of fit and finish. Century's technology shows itself in features ranging from the optional electronic digital instrument cluster to the standard electronically fuel-injected engine. Century coupes, sedans, and station wagons are designed for serviceability as well as performance, comfort, and style, and feature such components as front-wheel drive and rack and pinion steering. To set Century apart even more, there is a special 1984 model commemorating the Olympics. Standard equipment on the commemorative Olympia model includes gold-accented aluminum wheels, deck lid luggage rack, tan cloth seats with the Olympic logo embossed on the headrest, white exterior paint, and special ornamentation. The popular Regal is another Buick model that takes on new luster in 1984. Sleek overall styling, interior luxury, and advanced engineering under the hood give this Buick a youthful appeal that is appreciated by owners of all ages. With Regal, computer command control monitors critical engine functions. An optional turbocharged engine adds high performance to high style and comfort. The 1984 LeSabre shows the full-size value of Buick excellence in a family car that includes luxury and convenience. LeSabre's interior space seats 6 in comfort, and a generous array of standard features practically guarantees your driving pleasure. LeSabre is one of 2 Buick models that offer full-size and rear-wheel drive. Different levels of trim are offered in limited and custom sedan and coupe models to suit the most discriminating tastes. 1984 is seeing an increasing number of buyers who do not want to compromise their requirements for large car size, and LeSabre is ready to meet these demands. The 1984 Electra and Park Avenue models continue to set the standard of luxury for many American car buyers. These full-size Buicks have just the right combination of traditional values, plus the style, engineering, fit, and finish that contemporary tastes demand. This year, the process of continuous product improvement for Electra goes on. The level of standard equipment on Buick Electra is very high, and you can raise it even higher with options of your choice. Electra is Buick's top-of-the-line luxury car that pays respectful tribute to your good taste. Electra, LeSabre, Regal, Century, Skylark, and Skyhawk. Each provide a particular set of values for individual owners. Riviera is a specialty model that attracts the attention of everyone with an eye for excellence and a taste for superiority. Whatever the model, coupe, T-type, or convertible, Riviera in 1984 is testimony to the belief that success should be rewarded. It is a personal luxury car, a contemporary classic, Yet with all the benefits, Buick never forgets that Riviera must serve its owners' tastes and requirements.
Meeting the exacting needs of particular people successfully is a Buick habit. As part of the tradition, every 1984 Buick owner can enjoy the benefits of the optional GM Continuous Protection Plan that provides service protection in addition to that provided by GM's new vehicle limited warranty. See your dealer for details. Your new Buick is a very special car, and the equipment you have ordered for it makes it uniquely your own. You deserve the best. Now you have it. With a car that was engineered, built, and delivered to you with a commitment to excellence. A Buick that is the official car of the 1984 Olympic Games. And a car whose most important function is to furnish you excellence during every mile you drive.